I don't want to be told, don't do this, don't do this. Like, you're not my mom, you're not my dad. Relax.
Hello, I'm Rafam. Good to see if you're new here, and welcome to yet another episode of Trendy on Topics. And today with me is Soni, as we talk about handling overprotective guys and boundaries in relationships. Yeah? Cool. So yeah, starting from like now the whole handling overprotective guys. What are your thoughts on overprotective guys generally?
Personally, for me, it's a no. But I feel like you can notice like red flags early enough. Because like there's a very big difference between someone that cares and someone that's just always in your business. Like my mom isn't always in my business, so why should you be always in my business? Like I've never understood. So the people who will be like, oh, where are you? What are you doing? With who? You know, certain questions. It's just like, okay, for what reason? I mean, you can ask me, where am I going? Who I'm going to be with? And what we're doing. I mean, it stops there. I don't believe I should give you every single detail of who I'm with and what I'm doing. And I guess for a lot of people, it's just because they're insecure. I'm not saying it should be an excuse for you to act a certain way. But I feel like for a lot of people, it's something that sort of happened like in the past. So let's say you are like in a relationship with someone that constantly lied to you about where they were, what they were doing, and they ended up cheating on you. So like your next relationship, you are holding on to this person. Like you want to know every single detail. Yeah, because you're afraid. But I feel like you should have this conversation with your significant other. Because I mean, if you don't trust where I'm at and who I'm with, then there's no relationship. Because I mean, trust is like a foundation of your relationship. Yeah. Because I know of people. I've had a friend.
Yeah. That's how it goes. You share the story. Yeah.
You're watching this. So he constantly used to call her and find out where she was, and he had a very big problem with her being with any men, like aside from, let's say, like her father and her relatives. So like male friends, it got to a point where she had to cut them off because he wasn't comfortable. And we never really understood why. So he'd constantly call her, sometimes even have him on a call throughout the time we're together. So he can hear and make sure that you are exactly where you say you are. I mean, it's pretty messed up.
That's
because
crazy.
I mean, you're constantly prying into someone's space. And then it makes them also uncomfortable.
True. So
like every single place they step into, everywhere they go, they're thinking, oh, how is my boyfriend going to feel about this? Like, is he comfortable? I'd never want to do anything that doesn't make him feel comfortable. Which I feel is absolute BS. Like, you do what you want as long as you respect your significant other. But just this overprotective behavior, even with dressing, like I've heard, like if you're going to the club or you're going out somewhere that he's probably not going to be, like the guy can have a very big problem with the way you're dressed. So he'll tell you, oh, I don't want to see you dressed in anything shorter than above the
knee.
Anything above the knee, or anything exposing cleavage. You know, like. Shika sense. I don't like it. I've never been able to understand, and I've never been in a situation that's that bad, but I feel like it's because I've been able to see these red flags early enough. Because for me, I have multiple, like if not 95% of my friends are male. And so if you're with me, you need to be able to understand that. You need to be comfortable with the fact that I'm more comfortable around men.
Guys.
Not all, but like I'm more comfortable around my male friends than female friends. You need to be able to understand, and I guess the only way to understand your significant other is if you have that conversation. So like you can air out your issues, they can air out their issues, you can be able to come to no, you can't not necessarily agree to everything that they say,
but a compromise.
Yeah, compromise. At least you address the issue.
Yeah.
And it's not something that you're gonna have to deal with much later, or you're wondering, okay, why are they behaving a certain way? It's because you didn't address it at the beginning. So I feel like if once you do address certain issues, you're able to understand why this person is the way they are. But that's not an excuse.
Yeah.
It's not an excuse to constantly be in someone's space.
Yeah.
Like I've never been able to understand why people do that.
But you know, when you started, you said there's no caring and there's no being overprotective. So how would you term caring then?
I feel like, okay.
But where is the line?
Some would say there's a very, very big difference, and some would say there's a very thin line. But I feel like there's a very, very big difference, because someone that's overprotective constantly doubts your whereabouts. They ask, oh, are you sure you're telling me the truth? Okay, let me talk to so and so, you know, or send me a pin, you know, share your trip, like when you take an Uber.
Oh.
Like I need to know that you're actually going where you say you're going. And then it happens, bro. And then there's caring.
Yeah.
Caring, you just tell me where you're going so I know you're safe.
Yeah.
Have fun, take care. If you need me, call me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. You don't need to constantly, are you still there? What are you guys doing now? Every hour, or you're constantly texting me to make sure that I am exactly where I say I am.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I feel like at that point when your significant other is not hanging out with you and they're hanging out with other people, just give them space. Give them space to have conversations with other people, to relate with other people. And if your significant other is not giving you that space, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
There's something they don't trust. They probably don't trust you, but don't trust the people you're around. They don't trust what you're saying. Yeah. And that's how you begin to notice this person is being overprotective. Like they just constantly want to be around you and your space. And I'm not saying it only happens to girls.
It also happens to guys. Yeah.
Like, hey,
I don't want to see you hang around girls.
Yeah.
Don't have too many female friends.
That I don't like. I don't want to be told, don't do this, don't do this. Like, you're not my mom, you're not my dad. Relax. You know, I don't like how you're hanging around with her. I don't like how you're hanging around with him. Like, what is it you guys are always doing? I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, don't come and tell me what I shouldn't do.
Yeah.
But I feel like you can address it in a certain way that's respectful. And when you feel like you're uncomfortable about certain things, like I don't like the way this guy is touching you or the way he talks to you, that's fine. You can address certain things. But I mean, if it's all in your head and there's no, like, you don't have any concrete evidence or like anything to hold what you're saying, then they're just being more protective. They're insecure about something. Yeah. I feel like they touch.
Would you be willing to compromise? Like, let's say there's a guy here who has his own mentality when it comes to some things. Maybe like you said, you prefer hanging out with guys as compared to girls, and now the guy doesn't. Like, he's very insecure about such a thing, and then he brings that up. Let's say in the nice way, like you said it, in a way in which it's not like he's forcing you to not hang out with them, but he's just saying like, come on, this is a bit tricky for me. Would you be willing to compromise?
Compromise in the sense that I have to spend less time with my male friends and have more female friends?
No.
Or compromise in what sense?
It's you to now tell me, how would you compromise such a situation? If he finds it uncomfortable.
I feel like I don't think I would. I don't want to
Yeah.
be selfish, and I
Yeah.
don't want to make it all about myself. But if I'm not giving you a reason to feel uncomfortable, or these people around me are not giving you a reason to feel uncomfortable, then I
Yeah.
don't understand why I should compromise. Because most of the time, these people that you're uncomfortable about have been in my life for let's say a longer time than
Yeah.
than my significant other.
Mm-hmm.
So they obviously know me a lot more
Yeah.
than my significant other, except from the fact that my partner and I share now that intimate aspect. I don't think I'd be willing to compromise.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure I will not give you any reason to doubt me or to feel uncomfortable about the people that I'm with.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why I should compromise.
Yeah.
Like, there's certain things
Yeah.
we're just gonna have to draw the line. I just cannot
Yeah.
do it. And I feel like that is something you understand when you're talking. Like during that couple weird talking stage, these are things you pick up, these are conversations you have, so that you don't get into the relationship and then you want to change this person. You want to tell them that they need to stop doing certain things.
Yeah.
Address it at the beginning so we know whether we can move forward or just
Stop things
stop
where they are.
things completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't. There's what ways maybe would you try make him comfortable with it? Because you're not compromising.
Assurance. I feel
Assurance.
like you need to some people just constantly need that assurance.
Mm-hmm.
Just letting them know that they're the only one. Just making them feel like they are special. Like there's a very big difference between them and the other male friends that you have, or the other female friends that you have in your life. You know, you'll be able to tell. Like there's a very big difference between how you are with him or her and how you are with your friends. So I feel like it just make it clear that constant reassurance is what people need.
Yeah.
Just remind them that, oh, I love you, you're the only one. Yeah.
Nice. Now, quick trick question for you now. When you're hanging out with your boyfriend and now your friends,
My male friends.
yeah, who would you spend more time with first, and how would you divide your time between these people? Because as you said, the male friends probably know you better than the guy does. You see, so you probably have.
But
yeah.
it's also very dependent on how long you also know your significant other. Because I guess for some people, it started off, they were also one of your male friends. And then something happened and like something sparked and then you ended up being in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
So in a situation like that, I feel like you wouldn't really have to divide your attention per se. You just know what to do. You can just all hang out. You don't have to make it all mushy and touchy feeling, sana kushika up. You know, I feel like you wouldn't have to do that. But in a situation where, let's say, you're introducing like your mom's or your girl to like now your group of friends, let's say meeting for the first time, I feel like, hey, it was hard. In a space where they don't know these other people, I guess you give them more of your attention, but you're also trying to pull them into the conversations with the group, pull them into, you know, whatever is happening within the group, because you brought them along with you for a reason. There's no need to have like a group and then them, like they don't want to feel left out. And I guess it's also with the conversations you have. You can't constantly have conversations that they're just gonna sit there and be like, okay, I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, true.
Like I just don't know.
Let's say if you're even going to the same school and then you're always talking about things that happen in school, he's from a different campus.
I feel like you should be aware of that the other person is there, and you should be aware that this person needs to feel like a person. And that's why I feel like it's so important to be friends with your significant other, because it really helps when you're hanging out with like your group of friends. It really helps, because you can't always be in that space where it's all romance and lover and all that shit.
So do you mean friends before you guys date?
No, like you're actually friends. Like you like this person as a person. You this person beyond them being
just your significant other.
Because I feel like if you do, then it wouldn't really be an issue or a problem when you're trying to blend them in with your friends.
Yeah.
But also your friends should understand that this is someone that's taken up a specific role in your life. So they can't always also be in your space or also be in your relationship.
Yeah.
There needs to be a line. And so they also need to, as much as, they like you because you can't hang out with people you don't like. So if they like you, the chances are they should also like the person you're with, unless there's something going on that unless they have good reasons. Yeah. But like, they should also try to make this person feel welcome. I don't see why you should.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like, it also depends on the kind of groups you're hanging out with. When it's your inner circle, a very small group of friends, then I feel like it should be a lot easier, because these are people who know you. Your significant other knows you. Your group of friends know you as well. And so, as much as, let's say, you're meeting he or she is meeting them for the first time, you're obviously gonna give them more attention because you want to make them feel left out. But at the same time, it should be easier for them to relate, because you're the only person that's bringing them together.
True.
So yeah.
Now, when you hang out with your friends, will you be involving the guy, you'll keep that relationship on its own up until there are only like specific times you'll be choosing, okay, so now we can all hang out?
I don't specific. You don't have to go with me everywhere I go. Like if let's say it's a situation where everyone in the group is bringing a +1, that's fine.
Yeah.
Or someone just suggests, oh, you should bring so and so, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't believe you should be having your significant other tag along every time you're meeting your friends.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm sure they have other friends. I'm sure they have other people to hang out with.
Yeah.
You can't always be together.
Nice. Okay, now on this whole boundaries thing, because we've only, I think, talked about space. Is there any other boundary that you'd set when it comes to your significant other?
Yes. There are certain things I feel like you should. When someone says they don't want to do something or they don't want to go somewhere, just please respect them and where they stand. You don't want to be in a position to make them feel uncomfortable. You of all people should know.
Yeah.
You of all people should make your significant other feel comfortable.
Yeah,
so don't make them the most comfortable. Don't make them do things they don't want to do. And like for me, there are certain things I cannot compromise.
Tell me.
I cannot. Like when I say, let's say I don't want to go out, but I don't want to go somewhere. Or I can't.
Yeah.
Maybe me saying I don't and I can't.
Yeah.
Just please. You can ask me why, but don't force me. Don't make it seem like I have to. Because the reason I'm telling you I don't want to or I can't, and I'll obviously give you a good reason.
A good reason, yeah.
I'm not feeling well, or I'm just not in the mood, or I'm busy, I have other things to do. Don't make it seem like, okay, if you don't, then we're done here. Don't do that. And don't make comments like, okay, the next time you want me to go somewhere with you, remember this day. Don't make certain comments like that.
Yeah, it's tricky though.
So like if I don't want to do something or I don't want to go somewhere, just don't. Another thing, my religion, my faith. So personally, I tweeted the other day.
Yeah.
Something about it was those posts, those tweets that have multiple questions. So I retweeted one of them. It was about, would you date someone outside your religion? And I said personally I can't. that's something I cannot compromise.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't expect you as my significant other to make me drop certain things I've been doing.
Yeah.
But certain things that are meant to be between myself and my God. So I wouldn't expect you to make certain comments or certain suggestions, you know, like, but I cannot date outside my religion.
Yeah.
Because I feel like there's certain things like praying together, praying for each other are so important. Because like, I mean, for me, I believe it brings you two closer.
Yeah.
Together. So that's another thing I cannot.
Nice.
Cannot. Boundaries. Just, I feel like they should be clear at the beginning. So you don't have to keep having that back and forth of why.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just can't, even a little bit, no, just, and respect your significant other, please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Just
break down the whole respect part. Because there's respect in various ways, like, yeah, there's certain ways different people want to be respected in different things.
Okay, so like, respect this person's space.
Yeah.
Family, friends, their time. Certain things like hobbies, like there are certain things your significant other would do that, let's say, you don't do. So I feel like you need to respect that. If they set aside time to, let's say, film or to write music, just give them that space.
Yeah.
If they've set aside time or an afternoon to hang out with family or friends, respect that. If they've allocated like a day or like 2 days to do something, you can be there, just, you know, motivate them, encourage them, but you just don't make it seem like they have to choose you or choose this other thing.
Yeah.
You know, and also respect who they are as a person. Don't try to change who they are. I mean, there are certain things you'd obviously want them to do differently. Let's see how they take care of themselves.
Yeah.
You'd want your significant other to focus a little bit more of their time into taking care of themselves, like skincare, that stuff.
Yeah.
That's fine. But don't be in a position to want to have a complete makeover of this person. All of a sudden you don't like how their hair looks, you want it green or something. There's certain things you just need to accept this person for who they are. Because I mean, after all, why did you fall for them? Because like, they're not robots. You can't piece together a person and create your perfect. There's nothing like perfection anyways. You can't piece together and put together the perfect person. They'll have their flaws, they'll make mistakes. Nobody's perfect.
True.
So you need to be able to respect who they are. Respect what they stand for. Don't try to change someone's line of thought. Like, if they believe in something, unless it's very tricky, it's very tricky, just respect what they believe in. Respect them just as a person. As a person. Because there's certain people that are very comfortable in their shoes, in their body. They'll be able to just, you know, show skin, that's fine. Other people are not comfortable doing that. So don't try and make them do something they're not comfortable doing. Just respect them for
basically
being a human being, you know.
Nice. There's something you mentioned a while back, and I want to get back to that on the whole religion perspective and bringing it, like mentioning these things early. Don't you? Or how early should you bring some of these things up? Because I think there are some things that you get into as you keep going in the relationship. Because you might mention all your boundaries, all the things that you like. In the beginning, this person is like, okay, I'm sorry, you know.
Exactly. Okay, you said.
Yeah,
No?
because it comes off as if you're kind of being defensive about some things.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay, I feel like you notice certain things. It's not like you're going to conduct an interview like, so you are Christian. Okay, if not,
Yeah.
what do you believe in?
Do you go to church every Sunday?
Not every Sunday.
No, as in like such and such.
Oh.
It's okay though, yeah.
What church do you go to? What the pastor say? I feel like it's not something like that.
Yeah.
I feel like you'd notice certain comments. Let's say they manage to throw in God into certain things.
Yeah.
Like I pray, God helps me, may the Lord help me. You'll be able to notice certain things. They don't need to tell you directly. I feel like you just notice. It's not something like what's your favorite color, what's your favorite food?
Yeah.
Because religion is it's a very sensitive topic.
It is.
So I feel like it's not something you just introduce at the very beginning.
Yeah.
It's a conversation you may need to have.
Yeah.
But it comes, I guess, the more you talk, the more you get to know each other.
Yeah.
But when I said at the beginning, I meant like before you now get into a relationship.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that point is very, it's very important. It's very crucial.
Yeah.
Because you understand, you're getting to know this person, so you don't have to have that back and forth.
Yeah.
Of, okay, why is this person like this? Once you're already in the relationship, you know. And
but this is the talking stage. This is the talking stage where you guys have known each other. Ama, this is the talking stage where okay, we like each other. Because I think
why can't it be the same thing?
Really, there's some things you can tell someone in the talking stage. Like we've just known each other.
Define the talking stage then.
Let's say you've met this person. It's the beginning, like you're knowing each other and all that. There's some things you hold back, but then there's a talking stage of now we like each other because now it's already defined. Okay, so this is the goal. We're not, because the talking stage of I just like to be your friend, you know, and there's now the talking stage. Like a genuine friendship, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, you get. So that these two. So which of these two talking stages to you?
I feel like when you've already, it's clear that you like each other. I think that's fine. Because I guess at the talking stage of getting to each other, it's not that deep. Like I feel like you're just talking. Hi, how's your day? What do you do? Like favorite food, favorite color. You know, certain how many siblings do you have. Like you're getting to know certain things. Now once you like each other, then you get to talk about the more intimate things. Like religion. Say your beliefs, because it's going to be a very big problem for you if you don't have certain conversations before you get into a relationship, because for some people it's very important for you two to believe in the same thing. And I'm not saying just in terms of religion, like you don't need to believe in the same God, but for certain people, if they see like abortion,
abortion,
I feel like you don't need to agree on the same thing, but for some people they just can't accept. They can't accept. So if you're pro-choice, then they'd consider you a murderer, you know. And for them that makes them uncomfortable. So they begin to question everything else you believe in. Yeah. So I feel like these are conversations we need to have. Like you don't ambush them like, so Nyambie, do you like this?
Yeah. How would you bring up that conversation? Like, let's say you've known this person and then you're like, what are your thoughts on abortion?
You can just be like, can I ask you a question? I feel like certain conversations are best to have in person. Oh yeah. Because you truly understand who this person is, and you can be able to see these things they don't say, like the non-verbal cues. Like someone doesn't necessarily need to say something, but you can see their reaction towards something else, and like the body language. So you can't fully exhaust certain conversations like on text or on call. Maybe they'd be best to have in person. But you know how to bring up the conversation. Let's say no thought. You're talking about babies. You see a cute baby pass and you're just like, baby's so cute. And then it's like,
the kid's like, I don't like it.
Yeah, and you ask why.
Yeah.
And then they give the reason. Like, what happens if you get pregnant right now? I feel like conversation will flow.
Yeah.
It's not, you don't force it. You don't force
the
conversation.
Because that was not the question.
To come. It just happens.
Nice. Yeah, no, that makes more sense. Yeah. Nice. I think we've covered it. I think we've covered most of it. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you really enjoyed this conversation. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. Be sure to check out some of my other videos with some of my other guests. But that has been it for today. We'll see you next time. Peace. Yeah, that's what we're doing.